The architecture in China that's in recent years is far more impressive than the US. The train stations, the buildings, the high-speed rail, everything, it's really far more impressive than what we have in the US. I recommend somebody just go to Shanghai and Beijing, look at the buildings, and take the train from Beijing to Xi'an, where you have the terracotta warriors.
Why does China have such jaw-dropping infrastructure compared to the rest of the world? It's a question that pops up whenever we marvel at their sprawling high-speed rail networks, futuristic cities, and seemingly endless highways. From gleaming airports to efficient public transit, China's infrastructure is a testament to years of strategic planning and investment. But what exactly has driven this incredible transformation? Well, in today's video, we will explore just that. But before you continue watching, please subscribe to our channel to show your support. Now, let's talk about why China's infrastructure is so much ahead than the rest of the world. Economic liberalization and investments. China's journey to infrastructure greatness kicked off with major economic liberalization and reforms in the late 1970s. When Deng Xiaoping came to power, he introduced policies that opened up China's economy to the world. This was a game changer. Take, for example, the establishment of special economic zones like Shenzhen. Back in 1980, Shenzhen was a sleepy fishing village, around 300,000 inhabitants. Today, it's a bustling metropolis with a population of over 12 million, thanks to the economic policies that attracted foreign investment and boosted industrial growth. The SEZ strategy proved effective. By taking a gradual approach to reform and greater openness towards foreign direct investment, Chinese officials experimented in a controlled environment. Futuristic skyscrapers and jam-packed highways have overtaken the drab, low-rise buildings, muddy farm fields, and bicycles of the old Shenzhen. Attracting foreign direct investment was job number one. The Shenzhen High-Tech Industrial Park was established in 1996, attracting leading international firms such as Intel, IBM, Toshiba, and Samsung. These special economic zones, like Shenzhen, became hotbeds of economic activity, generating revenue that could be funneled into infrastructure projects. Let's look at some numbers. In 1980, China's GDP was around $306 billion. Fast forward to 2022, and it's almost $18 trillion. This explosive economic growth has provided the financial backbone for massive infrastructure investments. For instance, China spent around 8.5% of its GDP on infrastructure from 1992 to 2011, compared to just 2.5% in the United States during the same period. This level of investment has enabled China to build world-class highways, railways, and airports at a speed and scale that other countries can only dream of. One standout example is the high-speed rail network. Launched in 2008, China's high-speed rail now covers over 45,000 kilometers, making it the largest in the world. This wasn't just about laying tracks, it was about connecting cities, boosting regional economies, and creating millions of jobs. China's economic liberalization and reforms set the stage for its infrastructure boom. By opening up the economy, attracting foreign investment, and prioritizing market-oriented policies, China created a solid financial foundation for its incredible infrastructure advancements. Political will and stability. When it comes to building first-class infrastructure, China's political will and stability play a massive role. Unlike many other countries, China's centralized government can make swift decisions and see long-term projects through without the usual political bickering that can slow things down elsewhere. In many democracies, changing governments can mean shifts in policy and priorities, which can stall or even cancel infrastructure projects. In China, the leadership's long-term vision ensures that projects stay on track. Take the South-North Water Transfer Project, for instance. This colossal engineering feat, aimed at diverting water from the Yangtze River in the south to the arid north, was conceived in the 1950s and is still being executed today, with parts of it already completed and operational. The project's estimated cost is around $62 billion, and it's a testament to China's ability to stay focused on long-term goals. Political will is also evident in urban development. Cities like Shanghai and Beijing have seen massive transformations thanks to government-led initiatives. Shanghai's Pudong district, which was mostly farmland in the early 1990s, is now a global financial hub with a skyline that rivals New York City. This transformation was driven by strategic government planning and investment. The ability to make quick decisions, maintain long-term plans, and invest heavily in transformative projects without getting bogged down by political infighting allows China to achieve feats that seem almost impossible elsewhere. Human capital investment. China's impressive infrastructure isn't just about money and materials, it's also about people. Investing in human capital has been a cornerstone of China's strategy, ensuring that there's a skilled workforce ready to build and maintain all those shiny new projects. First off, let's talk education. Over the past few decades, China has made significant strides in improving its education system, especially in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, commonly known as STEM. Universities like Tsinghua and Peking have become global powerhouses, churning out top-notch engineers and architects who are well-equipped to tackle massive infrastructure projects. In 2020, China produced about 4.7 million STEM graduates, compared to about 600,000 in the United States. This massive pool of talent is critical for driving the country's infrastructure boom. Vocational training is another crucial aspect. China has invested heavily in vocational schools and training programs to ensure that its workforce has the practical skills needed for construction and engineering jobs. The government's push for vocational education has paid off, creating a highly skilled labor force that can efficiently build complex structures, from skyscrapers to high-speed railways. Moreover, China's focus on research and development, or R&D, in infrastructure-related fields has paid off. The country invests heavily in R&D, with spending reaching around 2.6% of GDP in recent years, which translates to hundreds of billions of dollars. China's expenditure on research and development continues to grow at a breakneck pace, and the country will likely spend more than the US soon, if it doesn't already. This investment helps foster innovation in construction materials, techniques, and sustainability practices, keeping China at the cutting edge of infrastructure development. In summary, China's infrastructure supremacy is no accident. It's the result of deliberate and strategic actions spanning economic policies, political will, and human capital investment. First up, the economic reforms from the late 1970s kicked things off by opening up the economy and attracting investment, which fueled huge infrastructure projects. Next, China's centralized government can make quick decisions and stick with long-term plans without the delays often seen in democracies. This stability and focus help keep massive projects on track. Finally, China has poured a lot into educating and training its people, creating a skilled workforce ready to tackle big construction jobs and innovate with new technologies. Together, these factors explain why China's infrastructure is so advanced and sets a high standard for the rest of the world. Do you agree with our analysis? Please share your thoughts and leave your comments below. If you like what you watched, please hit the like button and consider subscribing to our channel to show your support.